All right. All right. What's up, Tomboy Official? Um, Let me see where we are. I did not record yesterday. Yesterday would have been day 20, 28 days left, and today is 27 days left. So I'm doing 28 and 27 today, and that would mean. Ooh, am I wrong? No, that would mean. Let's see. Laws number 9 and 10 if I haven't done them already. I didn't record yesterday. I had a couple of reasons. One of them I'm not gonna say because I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to seek sympathy for myself, but just had some stuff going on. Um, got a couple anniversaries that are not pleasant. Um, so yeah, but I guess that's pretty much over for the most part. Once once we hit midnight, it's gonna be a different day. Um, so all right, I'm behind on tracking food, but I'm good on my workouts. Uh, let's see. Said 9 and 10. I don't even know what I just said. Yeah, 9 and 10. Okay, it might be a little lengthy. Law number 9. This common mistake kills muscle growth. From experience, my guess is that 8 out of every 10 people reading this book make this mistake at some point. Read on and find out. So, last month, at the time of writing this book, one of my new clients was making one of the most common weightlifting mistakes ever, and without realizing it, he was killing his own muscle growth. What mistake was my client making? He was half repping. Half repping is when you don't go through the full range of motion with each and every rep you do, for every exercise you do. No exceptions. So I said to my client, listen, you need to embrace the full range of motion. If you don't, you're leaving your gains on the floor. Bring them with you. And this is my advice to you. So go the full range of motion with each exercise. Some exercises are more difficult than others, which is why some people cheat and do these half rep things. Here's something else that's important. When you lift at a full range of motion, you will probably have to lower the weight to be able to execute the full range. Why? Because your muscles experience more tension when you use a full range of motion. Stop reading this book and try this experiment. I want you to get down and do 20 half rep push ups. And then I want you to do 20 full ROM or range of motion press ups. Oh, I said press ups, not pull ups, but you know what I mean. Um, Making sure that your chest touches the floor. You'll notice that you feel a lot more tension, a bigger burn, and get more fatigued when you go all the way down. That's why I always scream, full range of motion. If from today you start training with a full range of motion with all your exercises, you will literally be adding an extra 10% to 20% to your gains on a monthly basis. And it won't require any extra sessions, and you will probably be lifting lighter weights. How crazy is that? Being able to build bigger, stronger, and more defined muscles while lifting lighter weights than you do now. Here are some examples. For a bench press, let the barbell touch your sternum and fully extend your arms on every rep. For a bicep curl, fully lock your elbows at the end of every rep. For a squat, bring your thighs slash femur to at least parallel to the ground. Law number 9, lift through a full range of motion. That ends on page 41. Page 42 starts law number 10. Law number 10, the secret to building strength and size. Now, I don't know if we've read this already. I think we might have read this. We might come to a problem at the end because I can't remember what I read before. But anyways, that was day 28, law number 9. This is day, well, not day 28, but 28 days remaining. This is 27 days remaining. Um, law number 10. Drinking a beverage. Law number 10. The secret to building strength and size. Page 42. And it looks like there are 120 pages. I don't know if the end pages have like index or any kind of like ending pages with some other information on it, or if like the last law officially ends at page 120. I haven't really looked at like cover to cover. Okay. Can you build law number 10, the secret to building strength and size. Can you build strength and size? Simple answer, yes, you can. And you should. It's a common question I get when it's very important, but it requires context. If you want to really build strength and size, then you gotta lift both low reps and high reps. Here's what I mean. Lift reactive, which means explosive and max effort on the lower rep exercises, and lift slowly on the higher rep exercises. The lower rep exercises are more focused on strength, and due to um, the increases in mechanical tension, produce effects uh, known as myofibrillar hypertrophy. I don't know. Myofibrils are the actual muscle fibers themselves. Man, this throws me off with this British RE thing. I know fibers, they spell Fibres. I don't think I've ever seen it spelled like that. Like I know they spell other words like color and with like an OUR, and they spell different words with an RE instead of an ER, but with fibers that really looks weird. I've never seen it spelled. Oh man, it's bothering me. I gotta, at least it's at the last line of the page. I can scroll up so I don't have to look at it. Myofibrils are the actual muscle fibers themselves, and they need more attention than anything else to grow in size. Higher rep exercises are more focused on the appearance of the muscle and produce an effect known as sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Psychoplasm, sarcoplasm. I don't even know what I'm saying. Sarcoplasm is the fluid within the myofibrils, which build up in the muscles and make them appear bigger. This process happens when we endure more metabolic stress than anything else. Oh my gosh. Okay, when's this gonna end? Disclaimer, you need metabolic stress. mechanical tension, and muscle damage to grow your muscle size and strength, regardless of your workout. You'll stimulate both, but in different degrees. By working both low rep and high rep exercises, you create the perfect environment for building strength and size. My advice is to incorporate accumulation phases, high reps, more volume, and intensification phases, lower reps, more intensity, for the best effects over the long term. This can get complicated, so if you'd like any, page 44, specific help, then join my newsletter for more information. Join at www.winnersonlyfitness.com. Law number 10, mix your rep ranges. My goodness, that was a long thing to read, it felt like. But we are caught up now. I don't really know too much of what to say. I've been kind of dealing with some things. Uh, Not really. Well, I don't know if they're really podcast things. Um, but I guess I figured out with my workouts that I kind of like walking and lifting like small weight. One arm kind of at a time until it gets tired. Lifting the other one. I don't. Uh, like if I'm doing it at home, just kind of pacing around in the house, then I can do it with like 8 pounds. If I'm somewhere else, like gym on the elliptical or somewhere else like that, then sorry, I think I've been holding the microphone way too low. My apologies. Um, if I'm doing it like somewhere else, like at the gym or something, then or outside, then with a small weight is kind of easier. Um, like a couple pounds, because carrying 8 pounds is kind of a little bit for a neighborhood, unless I'm like at a park or something. When I go to parks, I carry like resistance bands. It's pretty common for me to bring if I can remember. Um, yeah, yeah, I've, yeah. So I guess I've noticed like my biceps feel a little more barely, like a little. There's a little pump to them. Uh, I started noticing it maybe yesterday, and then today. I don't think I worked out yesterday though. Did I? Jeez, my memory is bad. That's terrible. I can't even remember if I did it yesterday or not. Apparently I didn't. Um, but today I did, and it was great. And Friday I did, and it was Good Friday too. So today I just did like 48 minutes of a combo of stretching and foam rolling with some yoga poses thrown in, and then the lifting. Well, it wasn't really lifting, but the cardio with a little bit of weights. It was 29 minutes. So I feel pretty good. Back's feeling pretty good. Arms are feeling pretty much like something's something's going on. Some kind of change is on its way. But otherwise, um, I guess that's a bit that's a bit of all I have to say. Like I don't really have too much to say unless I just start rambling about all kinds of stuff. Uh, that I just don't want to put it all in this episode, and I don't know if I'm gonna put it in any other episodes, but I'll see. Um, there's kind of a topic I'm working on. It has a lot to do with my current situation. Not really like most recent, but uh, current. Like, like I'm, I'm figuring something out. But anyways, um, yeah, I think that's about all. Yeah, but yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for listening.